clicked on today's video for a reason, and I want to say I'm happy you're here. This video has found you, I truthfully believe, because you're ready to hear this message. And the porn industry in our society today is not benefiting our men. And the over-sexualization that's on all of these different apps and media and everything is hindering your progress as a man, as well as debilitating you and creating false narratives of how women are. And I want to say right now that we have complete control over our choices. And perhaps you're the type of man now, and perhaps you're in a place, in a position where you know that porn is not bettering your life. You know it's actually coming in between you and creating meaningful relationships with real life human beings, women in particular. And for men, this topic matter isn't addressed. Honestly, hardly at all. And it's sad because for a man, his sexual energy is everything. That's your source of creation. That's your source of power. And when you don't have self-control over that, every other area of your life will be infected by the energy that leaves you after you're done watching porn. You actually investing your time and energy into a site that not only is so toxic, so abusive, but feeds off of a man's soul. A lot of men who are addicted to porn, they're falling short in other areas of their life because of how much pleasure this one site offers them. The pleasure that they could be having, to the contrary, with a really good quality woman, or maybe it's coming in between you and your partner right now, and you're choosing the source of pleasure that comes by avoiding yourself. It's not why the porn, it's why are you running? A lot of men who are on porn a lot are running from something in their life. Whether it's you feeling unworthy, like you don't feel good enough to even surround yourself with women. You're insecure and your behaviors show that. Hence you going on porn. Most people who exit porn, once you guys close your laptop or your phone, you're left with a feeling of, why did I just do that? I'm going to avoid that I even just did that. I'm going to pretend like I didn't do that, and I'm going to continue on with my day. But that energy doesn't just leave when you shut your laptop. It sticks to you. And for a man who is living a life of avoidance of what he truly wants, is a man who is always going to be weakened on a day-to-day basis. Because everything you see outside is reflecting to you the areas of your life you have not dealt with internally. And that's why this is such a huge part of my purpose work, especially within working with men who are struggling with porn addiction or just having a really hard time within their own self-control to control it. And if you guys are wanting any further assistance when it comes to overcoming this, please feel free to email me down below. I do work with clients who have dealt with this and have overcome it, and I would be more than happy to assist you. So again, emails down below if you want to reach out and make that first step. The first step to addressing this problem in your life is actually addressing it and saying it out loud. Why am I doing this? And be real with yourself. Why are you doing it? Once you can get that answer and you're conscious of it, regardless if you decide to go back or not, you're aware of why you're doing it, which to some people may be like, okay, yeah, and is that going to actually stop me just because I know why I'm doing it? No, you're going to stop you. You're going to stop yourself in the moment you decide you're over this. You have control over yourself, you guys. You have so much control over yourself that you're controlling yourself to actually go onto these sites to begin with, rather than maybe going to and interacting with real life women that are out there, that are waiting for you. And the reason why you feel insecure and shameful is because of how porn is making you feel as a man. You're watching other men have sex with women that you so desire. That's not going to leave any man feeling like an alpha. That's going to be putting you in a beta mode again and again and programming your mind to actually believe that about yourself. And that's far from the truth. But you are the very person who can shift this. No one else. It's when you actually get to a point in your life where you see the harm this is doing, and choosing something else. Getting so fed up with this that it actually motivates you to delete the site to begin with. Completely wipe it, block it. And that's not to say those urges are gonna stop with that, but that is the work. When the urges come online, what do you do with it? I promote this a lot on my channel, you guys, is semen retention and, no-fop, and a man who willingly puts himself in challenge. And that's what you're doing if you decide to, after this video, decide, what, maybe porn isn't good for me anymore. Maybe I actually do want to work on my very own character, my very own words and commitments I declare to myself, and prioritizing your personal needs. And human connection is at the top list of a human being's needs. We need human interaction to feel connected. So when you're feeling connection over a false premise of what porn offers you, you're going to be let down again and again and again, because the progress that you could be making and using out of the time you're giving to this site could be actually going towards and investing towards living a life of meaning and purpose, living a life that isn't full of distractions and avoidance to yourself. So when you can look the urge in the eye and say, I feel ya. I'm online. An urge is online right now. What am I going to do about it? Am I going to allow my mind to control me to the point where I break? And perhaps you do got to break. Perhaps you are going through a depression right now, anxiety, rejection, lack of confidence. So what? We all got challenges, but what you decide to do about it is everything. Everything. And I'm not here to say that this is going to be easy. Like this is just some piece of cake. It's not. Your sexual energy as a man is a powerful, powerful source of energy. So when it's depleted, you're depleted as a man, and it shows. You lack a glow to your face. You lack drive. You lack motivation. You lack charisma. You're just kind of bleak and weak. What would your life look like if this was out of your life? And listen, I know not everyone struggles with porn addiction, but I do want to say that porn is not a normal thing that we should be watching. It's just not. You watching other people having sex and finding pleasure out of that, but it makes sense because when you watch porn, you get a rush of dopamine, everyone's favorite pleasure chemical. However, over time, porn rewires your brain, making it harder to experience genuine attraction to not only just women, but to life itself. And one of the most damaging things that porn does to a man is it skews your image of what women really are. And, women are powerful. Women do not belong on sites that are also exposing them to, just be like a piece of meat for a man to get off to. It's really sick if you think about it that way. And to compare real life women to the women you see on porn is you comparing women to a false premise of what femininity and women really are. Women aren't these sex monkeys that want to have sex with you all the time. It's actually quite the opposite. Women don't even feel pleasure with a man unless she's emotionally involved to that man. True pleasure. Yes, our body can experience an orgasm. It's a part of life, but pleasure isn't derived by two people having sex. So when you program your mind to feel pleasure just off of a false premise of what a woman is and watching her have sex, you're rewiring your brain to no longer become attractive to real life women in your life. For they can't produce the same amount of dopamine your brain is used to, which creates a lack of attraction, even just inadequacy within yourself as a man by not allowing yourself to feel pleasure around a real life woman and you choosing the screen. This is the domino effect that porn produces in a man's life. It's not just porn. It's everything that porn contaminates. Maybe you've made it to the end of today's video and you're like, you know what, Maya? I don't resonate to this, and that's fine. But for the men who are truly ready for a wake-up call, this is why this video landed on your For You page or why you clicked on today's video to begin with. You're ready for the uncomfortable. You're ready to let go of the distraction that is prohibiting you from living a life of connection, meaning, and confidence. A true confident man does not partake in things that weaken him behind closed doors. A confident man is a man of virtue. And if you're not living a life of virtue and you're falling short on your word, you're going to be falling short on all other areas of your life. Porn can destroy a man. Porn can destroy a woman. And for me to see a lot of men going through this by themselves without anyone to talk to is wrong. And I want you guys to be able to reach out. So if anyone wants to reach out to me, my email is down below. My coaching services are open for the people who really need extra support. And I hope today's video resonated. I hope it could maybe awaken some truths that you've been ignoring and start living a life that isn't one of using your energy, your life force energy, to perpetuate a state of weakness, but allow that weakness to be the very catalyst to allow that strength to be activated out of challenge. If you guys want to give back to me in any way, hit the subscribe button. It means more to me than you know. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.